weather begins to warm up, so does the basketball competition as we approach the postseason, and we are coming to you live from the 901 here at Buckeye Valley High School in Delaware, Ohio, where the Fredericktown Freddies, who are currently undefeated on the season, will look to add another one to the win column and continue this record on to 18. Buckeye Valley struggling this season, 6-12, but looking to come home with a huge upset victory here and spoil the undefeated hopes of the Freddies. I've got Jonathan Langdon on color commentary with me. Join us for the pregame show coming up next.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach.
Do it again? Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again. Berardi! Get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
We're all here to help each other, work together, and just at the end of the day, all become nurses one day.
You picture yourself in a serious situation, it's like everyone knows what they're there to do, everyone's there to help each other. It's just teamwork.
As we continue to go on through the program, I think I'm learning more through help with the instructors and the program itself.
I feel that they have definitely prepared me on the education side, and I did get to experience some ICU time and ER time, so I do think that that was great as well for my education.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Fredericktown Freddies 17-0 from the KMAC champions, in fact, taking on the Buckeye Valley Barons up in Division 3, who are currently 6-12 on the season, 5-7 in the Central Buckeye League. I've got Jonathan Langdon in the booth and also on the camera with me. Jonathan, how you doing?
Doing fantastic. Yeah, we've got the undisputed KMAC champions here today. Excited for them to take on a higher division opponent. Of course, it's still a game that they're favored to win here tonight, to go to 18-0, but still got to take care of business, and I'm excited to see what they do.
Jumping right into it, we'll go ahead and take a look at our team spotlight for Fredericktown, and we're spotlighting some of their biggest victories so far this season, just crushing teams on the 10th of December, defeating Cardington 72-32, Loudonville 68-20 on the 17th, and then against Centerburg, their bitter rival, a 62-9 victory. They've got to be feeling good about that one.
Yeah, my great friends at WMVO told me all about that game because they were in and out in 50 minutes, which was absolutely absurd. I've never heard a game last that long, or I guess that short. But this Fredericktown team has just been dominant all season long in the KMAC, and they got a nice win against Centerburg in their last outing to get them to this point now. Getting close to, of course, they've still got a few more games to go in the league, but undefeated KMAC champions, it's likely going to end up happening by the end of the year.
And a huge contributor on that squad is our player spotlight tonight, and that's Gavin Toombs, the efficient post presence with 16, almost 17 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game, and almost 54% from the field. I mean, those are just incredible numbers.
Yeah, and when you're going up against a team in a bigger division like you are here in Buckeye Valley, your size is going to matter, and they've got a great size in Gavin Toombs. They've also got Blake Sipes, number 0, just went across your screen right there. But also Gavin, great player. All 4 years he's been here at Fredericktown, he's just been that X factor that they've desperately needed.
And when you take a look at the KMAC leaders, I mean, just riddled with Fredericktown Freddies all up and down, all of the different stat lines. No wonder they're undefeated currently.
Yeah, no doubt. They have, and I'm not going to stutter at all saying this, they've got the best starting 5 in the area, and that's going to help them well in a very stacked Division 5 Central District that they struggled in last year just because a lot of their guys were younger, but now most of them are seniors and juniors, and they're going to have a chance to spotlight today.
Taking a look at some of those spotlights, their keys to victory. I think a lot of them going to be defensive today. They feel confident in their scoring ability, but shutting out those passing lanes, forcing turnovers to get out in transition, but then denying the interior access where Buckeye Valley really likes to be. They will settle for three-point shots if that's what they have to do, but when they're not falling, they start to struggle, but when they are falling, they're a really strong team. So we'll see how they're able to come out tonight.
Yeah, and that comes up to their star players stepping up. Of course, Toombs, we spotlighted him. A couple of games where he hasn't scored as much as we expect him to score, along with Carson Reinhardt. It's actually been some of the guys towards the bottom of the scoring list that have stepped up to help them out. But I just think this Fredericktown team, they've had a couple of rough goes as of late, despite the 17-0 record. They've played a little closer with some of their KMAC opponents than I think they'd like. They're going to look to change that here today against a Buckeye Valley team that, as we know, has played its fair share of competition.
Taking a look at our team spotlight for the Buckeye Valley Barons, taking a look at their stats against Franklin Heights, and a lot of really great hustle stats in that win on the 30th, where they won 47-29, 38 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 12 turnovers created. Those really are the hustle plays that you need to kickstart your runs or your season.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, great job working with that Franklin Heights game. I was here for the game they played against Columbus Academy for the first half. They played well, I think, for the first, I'd say 9-10 minutes, and then things started to slow down, and Columbus Academy took care of the tempo from there. But I still like where this team's going, and I talked about the size they have compared to Fredericktown. They'll be able to keep up well inside.
Definitely think so as we take a look at our player spotlight for the night for Buckeye Valley. Spotlighted a whole bunch of guys so far this season. Tonight we're taking a look at Hayden Mays, the speedy burst of energy. And despite those numbers there, he is responsible for a lot of the runs in some of these really big games where he's come off almost as the spark plug off of the bench and also in the starting lineups at times. Just a really solid player that as a coach you love having on your roster.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you need that guy that's just going to give you that jolt of energy early on in the game, and that's certainly what we're going to see out of this kid out of the gates. Of course, to see him, he's going to be in the starting lineup, obviously. But these 5 on the floor, they're going to have to compete with a really good 5 in Fredericktown here, trying to defend home court.
And taking a look at the keys to victory for the Buckeye Valley Barons as we round out the NAMI Ohio pregame show. They're going to need to crush the pressure anytime that they can. It's going to be something that Fredericktown wants to do, is get out in front, force those turnovers, but then surviving the rushes, recognizing that Fredericktown is going to go on runs. They're going to score in bunches, but if you can survive those, maybe piece together a few points in those rushes, you can stand a chance of really staying competitive into the later quarters.
And I like to call those kill shots. Those are 5-0 runs that periodically happen throughout the game. Fredericktown really good at just spurting out quickly when it comes to offensively. They score a bucket, and then their defense gets them an extra possession right away, and they strike. So those kill shots could be what Fredericktown uses to win today.
And we'll take a brief moment of silence.
Caleb is an alumni here from the graduating class of 2013. Caleb played football and basketball, but his impact to this community went far beyond sports. I would ask that we now join in a moment of silence for Caleb. Thank you. A memorial fundraiser is being held in honor of Caleb for the Buckeye Valley by the Buckeye Valley Athletic Boosters to help support students that don't have the means for the pay to play. Memorial t-shirts have been graciously donated. All that is asked is for a donation to be made using the QR code that is on flyers hung around the school. Thank you to everyone who came out this evening to support the Green family. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as a member school of the Ohio High School Athletic Association, Buckeye Valley High School welcomes you here to this kick contest tonight between Buckeye Valley High School and Fredericktown High School. To honor America, we ask that you please stand for the playing of our national anthem by the Buckeye Valley Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Paul Bruner.
Closing out the national anthem, played by the Buckeye Valley Pep Band, and those small up there, only about 10 in numbers. Beautiful noise coming out.
Though both teams are rivals, they are expected to exhibit the qualities of good sportsmanship throughout the contest, and the administration of both schools request the same. The officials assigned to this game tonight have been extensive requirements set forth by the Ohio High School Athletic Association and have been assigned based upon the process approved by the OHSAA's Board of Directors. The officials for tonight's game: Myron Bess, Robert Tooley, Reggie Johnson. Athletes, coaches, and officials are guests here at Buckeye Valley High School. All fans are asked to respect the effort each has put forth this evening preparing for this game. We ask all attending to show courtesy and respect for fellow fans, officials, coaches, and those administering the contest, and of course your team and your opponent. And as important today as ever, please respect the game. Now let's meet the starting lineup here tonight. First, our Fredericktown Freddies. Number 0, Blake Sykes. Number 5,
Opening introductions out of the way, and we are ready to meet at center court just a few short seconds away before opening tip-off. Fredericktown traveling well, packing the away side.
Yeah, it was tough for us to get into our spots here tonight. Of course, we're going to be locked in for the rest of the game. I don't think I would want to upset too many more Freddy fans moving in and out here.
Yeah, one of the few times where we ask folks to move. Normally like to respect their seating and all that, but this time we said we got to get a camera in here, folks. As we are underway from the 901 here at Buckeye Valley High School in Delaware, Ohio.
Straight man-to-man here to start from Buckeye Valley.
Showing no stress at all. They're going to get it to Toombs right away. Working on Huss. Has about 6 inches of height on him. Great move inside from Luckmeyer, but he was rejected.
You got to wonder, is Buckeye Valley going to try to slow this game down? Because they know Fredericktown averaging 70 points a game. They can get hot quick.
And an early 3-ball from Sam Reynolds sets Buckeye Valley ahead on their opening possession.
Well, I'll tell you what, the JV game before this one, Buckeye Valley was red hot. They blew out the Fredericktown JV team. Maybe this could be a sign of things to come.
Running clock almost the entire second half in that JV game.
Great response there by Gavin Toombs, though.
Inches us closer now as Mays has it on the wing. Carey attacking underneath, takes it up, too short. And a couple of tries, but can't pull it back in, so Fredericktown will take over.
A good hands-up defense, also just deflecting the ball out of bounds, forcing it off of the Barons.
Reinhardt turning to his right, putting it up. Mays got a hand on it, but that time he got a hand on a forearm as they blow the whistle.
Buckeye Valley fans, if you don't know this Fredericktown team too well, Reinhardt, very good ball handler, good facilitator for this team. And then who got the rebound there, Zane Luckmeyer. He's gone to the free throw line the most out of anybody in the KMAC. He just knows how to get to his spots and earn some opportunities at the free throw line.
Lining up in a box set out of bounds. Sipes has some room at the top, but they'll set up the offense instead. Reinhardt with the left hand and muscles it over with the right on the floater.
Yeah, for a while there, Carson was actually the leading scorer in the KMAC. He's kind of given way to his senior here in the last couple of games, but he is just as formidable offensively as his counterpart in Toombs.
Can't get the friendly roll as Stevenson is offline. Rebound Fredericktown as they look up the floor. They'll flip it to Reinhardt. Once again attacking, makes the extra pass, and Sipes not even taking a dribble or a foot on the ground, just puts it right back up like a tip drill.
Yeah, that's his specialty. I mean, he's got some touch underneath the basket. He makes some of the most impossible shots I've seen this year.
So now facing a 3-point deficit after taking a 3-0 lead. Stevenson skips it to the corner, one more pass, Reynolds. Short arms it a bit, and last touch will be off of Carey.
If you're Buckeye Valley, you're going to have to win in the rebound department. Fredericktown does a great job boxing out. You saw it there on that replay. Just got to try to work your way around the big body of Toombs.
They'll cut and give it off to Toombs. Toombs pulling up from the wing. Too much on it. Carson Reinhardt will take it off of the offensive rebound. Tries to make a reverse layup, but can't get it to drop.
Nobody picks up the ball handler.
Yeah, Stevenson had almost an unobstructed lane until they had to just bite the bullet and foul him.
And that's a good avenue that you could use to win today, Buckeye Valley. Get to the free throw line, draw some fouls on these Freddies. You know that their starting five is some of the best players in the area, but once you get to that bench, maybe there could be some spots that you can expose.
Able to come away with at least 1 point on the trip. We'll have another try on the back half. And rims out, so he's only able to get 50%. From the top of the key, they'll attack. 3 guys on him, no whistle, the way a crowd wants one. Mays flying to the basket, makes the skip pass. And Reynolds 1 for 3 on threes, had the opening one, but couldn't get the other 2 to drop. Turning the corner is Luckmeyer. They dish it out. Sipes falling away from the basket. And rebounding effort ends up knocking it off of Buckeye Valley, so it'll stay here.
Good take there by Sipes. Those are the shots you like to see him taking. However, Buckeye Valley again got to crash that glass.
Reinhardt has some space, but he'll be hacked by Nathan Huss, and he'll earn a trip to the free throw line for 2.
And they're learning it's a little bit more physical here in the CBL than it was in the KMAC.
Yeah.
Carson's been rocked a couple of times, but for the first time today, he gets that whistle, and he's here to shoot too.
And made it worth it as he missed the free throw. Lining up for number 2. Got one more like it, a 3-point lead. Working off the screen of carry, now Huss. Reynolds the focal point. Stevenson with a floater and a tough shot to get it over the defender, but they
called it on the ground.
They counted the basket, but I think it was after the basket had counted. Or no, did they? Okay, they waved it off. Yeah, I don't see that one.
Yeah, still says 7-6. Buckeye Valley in the JV game had some very active hands. Expect that to continue here in the varsity contest.
Hear this crowd coming alive as they want any call at all. Toombs finally gets fouled. There's the second. Stevenson having room. Reynolds will try it again. This time from the corner, he drops it in a timeout called by Buckeye Valley in a tie game.
Hot shooting from 3, that's helped them stay in it here. Great job by Buckeye Valley sticking with it despite a couple of foul calls on their end of the floor. That'll knot us up at 9.
That one definitely injecting some energy into this building. Buckeye Valley had a danger of going lull there, but instead they respond nicely. Reynolds having 6 on the night with his 2 threes. He leads the game so far. Foul count sits at 3 for Buckeye Valley, 1 for Fredericktown.
Yeah, Toombs for Fredericktown with 4 points, 3 points for Carson Reinhardt. Just gonna bring it up the floor here, and then Sipes had 2 and a lob from Reinhardt.
So Reinhardt Reinhardt with a spin move and falling away from the basket. The soft touch off the fingertip.
And this is a great game for them to have on the non-conference schedule.
Stevenson utilizing the hesitation, just exploding as he was able to get a couple of steps on the defender. Now Reinhardt pulling up for three. Poked out, Buckeye Valley has it. They look up the floor and it's pushed away by Reinhardt. That'll force him to slow it down.
But as I was saying, Fredericktown, they've played not the greatest schedule to get to 17-0, but to get a team like Buckeye Valley that kind of eases you into city play before the playoffs, it's certainly a huge help.
Carey trying to do a little bit too much as he threw it behind him to get the shot off. Inside of 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Sipes skips it down. Toombs able to get behind the defender, but will have it tied up. And a technical foul called. We'll take another look at that one. I think just a little bit of action after the play. Yeah, and pushed him away.
Coach Dibling's claiming that he was held on to, but I don't think there's a world where that's not called a technical foul there. It was a rough look for Toombs.
I think with how much he extended the arms, the officials just didn't have much of a choice, unfortunately. Obviously, the visiting crowd not a fan of that one. In discussion with the coach.
Well, through all of this, here's the free throws.
Yeah. It was a jump ball ruled. And then the technical added on at the end, missing the first free throw. So Fredericktown feeling like they got a little bit of justice.
Yeah, right now the arrow points towards Buckeye Valley, so I believe they're going to get the ball here after these free throws.
So Toombs will check out. Overholt will check in his absence. Huss coming off the floor for Buckeye Valley.
Yeah, Overholt's always the first one off the bench for Fredericktown. Great size, very good defender. The offense is where they're looking to find his stride here in the last couple of games before the playoffs start. They need to rely on him sometimes offensively.
So we're checked in after all the drama, and Stevenson works off of the screen, instead taking the right, and an easy basket for him as he just slips between the defenders.
He's taken over today. Great job performing wise from him. He's knocked down those 2 threes, gets a nice dribble drive there.
He has 7 on the night. Reinhardt, not much room to operate. They'll flip it around the horn. Now he's down low, but there will be a foul on the floor. I think just invading space of the ball handler, got a little bit too close. That one gonna go against Matheny. That's the 4th team foul for Buckeye Valley. Reinhardt from the corner. Sends it back up. Inside of a minute, they'll slow it down. Oh, and a great move on the fadeaway.
Yeah, great stretch of games here lately from Tanner Estep. He has been probably the most improved player for this team from game 1 to game 18 now.
So Buckeye Valley, we'll see, but looks like potentially holding the ball for the last shot. Defense right in his face. 15 on the clock, and I think, in fact, they will hold for the last shot.
Going in now on 10 seconds.
To the corner, Reynolds dials it up, and green lights the 3 ball. Bryce said he was able to get it off, but it's not going to matter as the shot well short as time expires here in the first quarter. Buckeye Valley leading 16-13 over Fredericktown. Stay with us for second quarter action coming up next.
We're all here to help each other, work together, and just at the end of the day, all become nurses one day.
If you picture yourself in a serious situation, it's like everyone knows what they're there to do, everyone's there to help each other. It's just teamwork.
As we continue to go on through the program, I think I'm learning more through help with the instructors and the program itself.
I feel that they have definitely prepared me on the education side, and I did get to experience some ICU time and ER time, so I do think that that was great as well for my education.
Back here in the second quarter, and Buckeye Valley holds on to a 3-point lead. Luckmeyer with the take to the basket. Not only does he get it up and in, but he earns a trip to the free throw line for one more.
Yeah, and that's what he does best for this team, get to the free throw line, and you can see why he uses that nice round form that he's got. Just to work off of defenders, force them to lag behind, and ultimately all they can do is foul him. But he's so good at finishing through contact that a lot of the times it's not the best option.
So Luckmeyer offline from the stripe, but an offensive rebound before, no, thought it was going to be slapped away. But instead they will earn another possession, and a defensive foul on the block going to go against Stevenson. That's his first.
So already getting to the free throw line early and often here for Fredericktown.
With this, Reinhardt will be looking for his 6th and 7th points. No trouble on the first one. A long rebound ends up into the hands of Luckmeyer, who can't get it to drop, but Reinhardt on the other end does.
Good job working off the deflection there. Luckmeyer didn't give up on the play, made a nice catch. However, he did miss the follow. Reinhardt also didn't give up on the play. Does a good job following it up.
Gorley has the screen. Stevenson almost puts up a tough shot, but thinks the wiser. Hafner to the top of the key. Gets away from him now. Toombs on Gorley. Toombs able to get it up and in. So a 4-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Buckeye Valley had a 3-point lead. Stevenson pulling up for 3. A long rebound ends up with Reynolds.
Great defense by Carson.
Toombs will try a triple of his own. Rims out, rebound Hafner. One-on-one with E-step. Too much mustard on the layup, and the rebound goes to Fredericktown.
And I don't know if Carson got a hand on that. I don't think he did, but still, great job contesting what would have been an easy layup.
With the size advantage, Toombs is able to put it up against the backboard. Another tough shot that he has in his arsenal.
Yeah, and he's now got 8 tied up with Carson for the team lead.
Trailing by 6, Buckeye Valley looks to end the drought. Pulls back on the pump fake, gets his own rebound, but as he throws it out, it was a missile and sails out of bounds.
And that was a great job responding and reacting to what Carson has done to him in the last couple possessions. Does a nice up fake, just cannot finish, and then as he tried to save the miss, tried a little bit too hard and turned it over.
So 5:25 and ticking here in the second quarter now. Sipes able to take it all the way, but can't find the bottom of the basket. Now they'll slow it down. Working off of the high elbow screen as Stevenson cuts back up.
Yeah, not a good shot there. Long two, off balance at that.
But knocking it off of Reinhardt, so the ball will stay here. Huss inbounding it. He trips. Reynolds was trying to get back to the top of the key, but I don't know if he tripped off of the defender or his own player, but unfortunate there. May have even been off the floor.
Yeah. It's a turf monster got him.
Yeah.
Despite the hardwood.
Reinhardt off the screen from Toombs, who set it hard.
Ooh, watch those steps.
And they're going to call a foul. So able to hold up and establish the pivot foot. Then when he cut back inside, that's where the contact was, I believe. Yeah. So that's Sipes' first foul and the team's first. 2 for Buckeye Valley. Stevenson has just been unlucky from the free throw line.
It's just been one of those days, and you look at the score right now, it could be an awful lot closer if obviously Buckeye Valley knocks down some free throws here in this first half.
Definitely right, as that one he's able to sink. It'll cut the deficit at 5 as we approach the halfway mark here in the second quarter.
A lot of dribble handoffs here for Fredericktown.
Sipes flying to the basket, and with the right hand puts them up by even more. Now a 7-point lead.
And that's how quickly this team can jump on you. There's a reason they're 17-0. They're good in spurts, and I mean it. Just really lethal in moments where they desperately need it.
Visiting crowd trying to force another stop, and that's exactly what they do. Sipes flying in, an offensive foul. Sorry, that was Toombs that picks up the offensive foul. That's his second. I'm not sure I agree with that one.
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of movement there from that Buckeye Valley defender as he was going into him.
It was almost like Toombs' left hip to his right hip, where they're almost side by side. But all the same, we'll be tied up at 2 team fouls apiece here in the second quarter. Hafner thinks about it.
Got to have high efficiency shots here, trying to get back into from this deficit that you put yourself in against a Fredericktown team.
But we'll have a traveled away crowd, been pleading this whole game for one. Finally, they get one their way.
And notice here, as Fredericktown brings the ball up the floor, they're going to bring it up with E-step. Face guarding Carson Reinhardt here in the second quarter.
E-step to Sipes. the foul. We'll take another look to see exactly where.
Looks like they call it on the big fella as he just kind of took the contact and maybe a little bump.
E-step trying to find an option. He just lobs it away, trying to get something out, but instead it's a turnover. Now carry, and nothing will drop for Buckeye Valley here in the second quarter.
There's nothing in the passing lanes either but red shirts.
Reinhardt penetrating through the middle, and they'll call the foul Hafner. Fourth team foul for Buckeye Valley. One more will put Fredericktown in the bonus. Fredericktown starting to run away with it a little bit.
Interesting. Must have been a foot in the paint there from Reinhardt as he was fouled, because they're going to take this out on the baseline. And that's what I think the Buckeye Valley coach is arguing. Why are we taking it out on the baseline? He was all the way out top when he was fouled.
So Reinhardt too short on the shot. Carey pulls down the rebound just inside 2 minutes. Huss, the triple from the corner. Somehow managed to get a little bit of a bank on it, but it rolls out. Trying the three is Overhold. Carey all alone, and it doesn't get much easier than that. And timeout called.
Coach Dibbling did not like what he saw there. It's the first field goal they've given up here in the second quarter, and it was an easy one. It was very easily prevented just by Fredericktown getting back on defense. That was a big thing in the JV game that we saw, as Fredericktown, they allowed Buckeye Valley to get in behind them way too much, and it allowed for a big lead and a running clock the rest of the way.
So an opportunity to recover now as Buckeye Valley able to inch it just a little bit closer, now only facing a 5-point deficit, but it was looking bleak there for a minute.
Yeah, it was. So, I mean, you struggle here in the second quarter and you're still down just by 5 points. So you'll take that. But it starts after this timeout. You know, Coach Dibbling drew something up, talked to his team, gave him some extra motivation, and that could push them through to try and build a much bigger lead here before we head to the locker rooms with just a minute and a half left.
And at this point, it does kind of feel like it's their lead to expand on. Buckeye Valley, you know, nothing was really falling for them, but with that shot, really could be anybody's game.
Well, BV's got a 2-3 zone going here. Super high one at that, as those wings are coming up all the way up on the wings. And now they switch to man. I know, it just looks like a match 2-3. That doesn't work.
So a 3-point play will send him to the line.
I like to call Zane Luckmeyer the first half beast. I mean, they feed him a lot in the first and second quarters of games, just because they want to try to get some key players on the other side in foul trouble.
Less than a minute remains here in the second quarter. A big possession for either side. The three ball from Reynolds has been their saving grace.
Saving grace indeed. If you don't account for those threes, this is a big lead for Fredericktown. They've been doing a great job getting some players open outside. Drive and kick. Drive and kick has been their biggest thing today, Buckeye Valley. It's their biggest key to success.
Looks like they're going to be slowing it down for the last shot. I do think that's the right move. Do the best you can to keep it a 2-possession game at least going into the locker room.
They got the switch they wanted on Sipes, but they don't go them.
Luckmeyer muscles it up, but it doesn't fall. 3 on the clock. It was Hafner who hacked it up, but time will expire. Fredericktown holding on to a 26-22 lead after trailing at the end of the first quarter. Stay with us for the halftime show and second half action coming up next.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut, Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again? Again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Baroni, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're at Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
We're all here to help each other, work together, and just at the end of the day, all become nurses one day.
If you picture yourself in a serious situation, it's like everyone knows what they're there to do, everyone's there to help each other. It's just teamwork.
As we continue to go on through the program, I think I'm learning more through help with the instructors and the program itself.
I feel that they have definitely prepared me on the education side, and I did get to experience some ICU time and ER time, so I do think that that was great as well for my education.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
26-22. Buckeye Valley was leading it after one quarter by 3, but really went on a long scoring drought that seemed to get a little bit more moist as the quarter went on, and now we sit at 26-22, only a 4-point lead, but a lot of drama here in the first half.
I mean, yeah, we had a physical altercation towards the end of the first quarter that ended up in a Gavin Toombs technical foul, and that kind of took a little bit of the aggression out of him for a little bit, but then he jumped right back into it at the end of the second quarter. He's got 8 points here for this Fredericktown team, along with Carson Reinhardt. But great job there by Fredericktown weathering the storm. They trailed by 3 at the end of the first, and now they lead by 4 here as we're going to enter an entertaining second half.
And scoring coming from all different angles on Fredericktown. A whole bunch of guys having at least 2 points on the night. But on the other side for Buckeye Valley, only one guy who's been instrumental in keeping them in it. It's Sam Reynolds with his 12 points on the night. And those threes could not have come at a better time.
Yeah, 12 points all on 3-pointers. He's been great shooting the basketball. He certainly has that Hall of Fame corner specialist badge. Also knocked one down top of the key towards the end just to get the Barons a little bit closer here to Fredericktown. But I like what they've got going on. They've got some tough players that are going to really force the issue on Fredericktown's defense, and I think they could really get to them later on in the game if this stays close, because Fredericktown, they're not used to having to fend off teams this late in games.
Take a look at the halftime stats, and still pretty narrow for Fredericktown with their 12 twos. No threes on the game for them so far. Haven't needed them. 17 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 6 fouls, and 12 free throws for Buckeye Valley. 3 twos, 4 threes, 14 rebounds, 6 turnovers, 8 fouls, and 4 free throws. So it was one of our keys to victory was trying to keep Buckeye Valley out of the center as much as possible and forcing them into those 3-point shots and hoping that they can contest well enough, but it's been the opposite. Buckeye Valley has been knocking down the 3 ball.
Absolutely. Well, the thing also with Fredericktown is they're not a team that really throws up too many threes and knocks them down, but they're also not a team that doesn't make any threes. So that's an interesting dynamic to see here in this game, and they're going to have to find their shooters like Tanner Estep, Gavin Toombs. He's good at shooting the 3-ball. He's missed a couple today. Carson Reinhardt, he's been driving in. Maybe he settles for some threes and knocks them through. But Buckeye Valley, I think if you're looking at the scouting report, how you got ready for these Fredericktown Freddies, they're right where they want to be.
I think for Fredericktown, I'm just impressed with their ability to continue to attack the basket and stay aggressive. I think for teams, when the short shots aren't falling for you, it can be, kind of easy for you to dish it out to the corners, look for 3 balls. But for them, they have attacked the basket through and through. They forced so many fouls, and it's really paid off for them as they're able to force a couple of guys towards foul trouble.
Yeah, the biggest thing in foul trouble department, Gavin Toombs has 2, but for everybody else out on the floor, for the starters for Fredericktown, not too much of an issue. In fact, only one other starter has a foul. Well, there goes Reynolds again. Great start.
Wasting no time at all. Now he has 15 points on the night. Getting it right back, though.
That drop step move from Toombs and Luckmeyer today has been there all day long. They've just got the size and they've got the height to shoot it over some of those defenders.
Now a corner 3 offline, but it'll touch the baseline. So we'll go the other way. A nice spin move from Luckmeyer. Forces it in with the right hand.
Yeah, great take there by Zane. Just the spin cycle. He's been a human Beyblade this season. He keeps it going.
Mays has E-step on him. Screen from Carey buys him a few feet, and the bank is open as he knocks it down from 15.
It's pretty late, but good to see that bank.
Yeah.
Still cashing out some checks.
Running a weave at the top of the key. Sipes flying into the lane. A lot of contact, but no foul either side, they'll say.
Great job rising up. Nice finish.
Stevenson rejected at the rim.
Look at Carson Reinhardt get in there for a block.
Nearly off the fingertips and out of bounds of Toombs, but he's able to save it just in time. Reinhardt with a deep three ball.
And that's the definition of defense to offense. And look at this lead we're starting to see break out of Fredericktown.
Mays feeds it down to the block. And we have a tie-up jump ball.
Yeah, Tanner Estep getting in there, forcing the tie-up. It's the shortest player on the floor for Fredericktown, doing a great job doing the dirty work.
I think maybe a quick whistle on the jump ball, but I think trying to avoid what happened last time as well.
Yeah, we remember what happened last time. If you were watching with us earlier, I don't think anybody's forgotten it.
Yeah. And Luckmeyer with another shifty move, igniting this crowd as now they have a 10-point lead, by far their largest of the night.
I'm shocked nobody's dizzy after all of these spin cycles we're seeing here in the third. Good hands.
Step able to get a hand on it, and though Buckeye Valley is able to hold on to possession, that just adds to frustration.
It's been clinical from Fredericktown ever since the opening inbound here in the third.
So Stevenson takes it all the way back at the other baseline to give the offense an opportunity to set up. Carey tries another and drains another. Carey has 18 points on the night.
It's been him and Reynolds basically for this team.
Estep gets it back right away.
I'll say it again, Tanner is hot these last couple of weeks. I mean, he has been as advertised and more this year.
Just the offensive anchor at the point guard position, a phenomenal defender.
Great play.
Hafner slips in behind the defense and cuts the lead to single digits again.
Oh, there's a spin again. My goodness.
Luckmeyer just going with what's working. If it's not broke, why fix it?
Don't give him too much scouting material here.
Right. Clanks the first free throw. We'll have another try. First team foul for either side here in the quarter. Able to get half of them. Luckmeyer with that has 9 on the night. Hafner with the 3. Too long. Rebound goes to Fredericktown, looking up the floor. Toombs with the triple of his own. Getting in on the party, Gavin Toombs.
Second 3 of the game for Fredericktown. Both of them have come here in this third quarter, and it's exactly the 2 guys I told you needed to start hitting threes. They answer immediately.
And with that timeout, Fredericktown leading this one 44-32. The floodgates have opened, and now they hold on to a 12-point lead.
30-second timeout, Buckeye Valley.
Yeah, this is just a wake-up call here for Buckeye Valley. They're starting to see all that hard work in the first half just simply evaporate here in this third quarter. That has been high scoring, as you saw there on your screen. 18-10.
That's been tough. I mean, Sam Reynolds continuing to provide the three-point relief, but just hasn't been enough. Someone else has got to get involved. Stevenson with the lane will be fouled.
And that's where Stevenson's been at his best today, just going full steam ahead, just forcing the issue against Fredericktown. If you can get some more straight line drives, that will help Buckeye Valley try to stay back in this game.
Rims out on the first. Stevenson struggling from the free throw line tonight, traditionally pretty strong. Gets the shooter's roll on that one. Now with the lead at 11, Reinhardt will be the one taking the ball up the floor. Luckmeyer and Sipes running the baseline. Buckeye Valley sticking with the 2-3 zone, able to get a hand on it there. It'll be a foot race. Matheny looks like loses control of the ball. They'll have a late whistle.
I believe he had it poked out by Estep, but not without some contact, so good chance here for BV to get back to the line.
They do, in fact, call Estep. We'll take another look. Yeah, I don't see too much contact there. But at the free throw line, we cut the lead back down to 10 and an opportunity to get it down to single digits again. Rolls over the front of the rim for number 2.
Nice student section on hand here today for Buckeye Valley. Pink out, it appears. Seems like half of them got the memo.
Always a strong showing from the student section. They're always so loud. I mean, intimidating being right there when you're shooting free throws.
And I think it echoes considering the fact that they kind of eat into the second gym here, so it kind of echoes in there.
Hafner with a smooth move to feed it up with the right hand off the glass, and a timeout called by Fredericktown.
That's probably the play of the day right there. Beautifully done with the touch off the glass.
There you see it again. Had all the defenders drawn up trying to stop the ball, but he gets between them. Just beats him to the spot.
That's a 5-0 run out of nowhere there for Buckeye Valley, so great job getting back in. And they were down by 4 heading into the second half, down just by 7 now.
It's only 3 points, but a 7-point lead feels a whole lot different than a 10-point lead, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, a 7-point lead, you're going to see a lot of fouls at the end of the game because Buckeye Valley will still believe that they're close in the game. So as long as it stays here, it feels like Barons could strike at any moment, make it real interesting.
So first timeout called by Fredericktown.
I'm glad you said that, Bryce, because Coach Dibbling, he's very sparse with his timeouts. He likes to hold on to them until the end of the game, and that's why Fredericktown, I think, does so good in the late stretches. They've learned to fight through adversity. They've also just learned how to manage a game without Coach Dibbling having to talk to you every so often.
I think in this scenario, too, it's like the ideal time to call the timeout where they're just starting up a run. You've got this lead going for you. You want to enter the fourth quarter, hanging on to it, and just stopping that momentum before it builds up and it's too much.
Yeah, just got to remind them what you talked about in the locker rooms at the half. Just need a refresher.
Down to the corner. Toombs had 2 guys on him. Flying to the basket, a man is down, an easy basket for Matheny, and I believe that is Overholt that was down.
And he's up pretty quick. It seems like he's good, but they'll sub somebody in for him. Sipes will come back in the game.
I think just catching an elbow to the stomach. Stevenson almost able to poke it away, but good peace of mind by Luckmeyer, and it'll be Hafner that travels, much to his dismay, but I do think that's the right call.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You see him shuffle kind of like a defensive slide, even though he had the basketball.
Student section giving it to the officials. S-step on the hesitation, the floater, no good. Gets his own miss and puts it back up. It's also offline. Not able to crowd out the offensive players as Luckmeyer pulls it back in and puts it up. He can't get it to drop, but he will earn a trip to the line for 2.
And this play right here is why Fredericktown leads the KMAC in rebounding. I mean, every single player on the floor is tenacious on the offensive glass. And you saw it because E-Step, shortest player on the floor, he hauled one in, and then Luckmeyer comes in out of nowhere, draws a foul.
With their lead cut to just 5, Luckmeyer's first free throw falls.
And that free throw makes it now 3 Freddies in double figures. He's got 10, Zane does. Make it 11.
So Reynolds, they're really guarding him high after the 3 balls. Want to make sure he's not able to ignite a spark here late in the 3rd quarter. It's Hafner again, but it rolls out. 45 seconds, and they want to hold it for the last shot. Coach Schuster commanding his guys high.
Yeah, both of the first 2 quarters, we saw a lot of time tick out from both teams holding the ball for the last possession. Is that trend going to continue here?
Now just 15 on the clock. Reinhardt taking it to the baseline, skipping it out to E-Step. The triple from Luckmeyer. Ball continuing to patter around, and Toombs will be fouled and go to the line for 1 more after the basket falls.
Great job staying with it. Hustle pays off. And the lead's back to 9 for Fredericktown. 3.3 on the clock for the Barons to do something the other way.
Completing the 3-point play. Firing it up, but it does not fall. So the 3rd quarter will come to an end. Fredericktown holding on to a single-digit lead as we enter the 4th quarter. Stay with us.
Feel like I should.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Just 8 minutes of regulation remain here in the 4th quarter. Fredericktown leading this one 49-39 over Buckeye Valley. Finally making that correction in the break, putting that extra free throw on.
Nice hook shot. We haven't seen that today from Buckeye Valley. They attack Gavin Toombs on the block. Some long passes from the Freddies today that have been open to these Buckeye Valley defenders.
Toombs on the give and go, all alone behind the defense. Up top, making the extra pass. And we have a foul called.
Yeah, they're gonna get Sipes on a little bit aggressive going around the screen. You'll see it at the middle of your screen.
Yeah, holding them up there. Stevenson through the screen, but just a little bit out of control. Sipes has it in the corner, attacking the block. No good on the shot. Huss has it. And despite the size advantage against Toombs, he was able to get it in. Fredericktown been toying back and forth with that 10-point lead, and they're back to it.
I mean, Sipes is just so quick. I love watching this kid play. Great job wrapping around on his drive. Just going right up, line drive off the glass, banking it home.
Stevenson slowing down, and he'll pull it back out as he's in the corner. Down to the corner, Mays will try it. And it rolls out.
That's elevation there from Reinhardt to find a man as he was trying to save it in bounds.
Reinhardt pulls up and drives, touches every part of the rim, and finally rolls out, but in the backcourt there will be a foul. .5:28 remain in the game. No real notable foul trouble at this point. Carey has 3, that's the highest.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be in danger of fouling out here today unless the Barons play the foul game and maybe see 1 or 2 foul out. Like it just one. A nice flare screen.
And a great move using a strong right hand. Stevenson on the board again as he enters double digits.
That was a pretty play, probably their nicest play of the day.
Mays active hands, but Reinhardt, great ball handler, able to hold on to it. Not finding as much success on the drive, but still in possession. They'll slow it down. Toombs double teamed on the block, turning around.
A lot of time going to tick on this possession. I don't really see Fredericktown throwing up a shot for a while unless they're wide open.
Toombs able to get it away from the defender. The 15-footer, no good, but into the back of the legs. They're going to blow the whistle, I believe, against Mays.
Well, the question is here, do they call this a shooting foul? Because Reinhardt was in the shooting motion.
And they're going to rule it on the floor, it looks like.
I think I agree with that call, though.
I think so.
Now Reinhardt threw it up, but maybe a little bit late.
reach in is going to go against Huss. Just a little too close on the defense.
Yep, halfway through this fourth quarter, expect this thing to slow down nearly to a halt as Buckeye Valley tries to stay close, likely pick up some fouls. That was their second of the quarter.
Get pretty aggressive as we're about to hit the halfway mark here in the fourth quarter.
Nearing about a minute on this side of the floor, by the way, with this possession.
And it pays off as Sipes using the body to shield the basketball and feed it off the glass for two. And with that, Sipes, another Freddie in double digits.
What a save.
Assessing the path forward, Reinhardt puts it up. And they blow the whistle. It's going to go against Mays again.
Is third team third.
So third team foul. They get it inbound safely. Whistle blown, and Sipes will go to the line.
I mean, there's nothing you can do with a freight train like that running down the middle of the lane other than foul. Great job by Sipes just being aggressive here in this fourth quarter and helping his Freddies get into the bonus a little sooner than maybe we would have expected.
Can't come up with the first one. But the second one he is. Passing it off, and they're gonna blow a whistle. Toombs thought he had a clean rejection at the rim.
I'm gonna get as close to this monitor as I can to get a good look at this. He's got an argument there.
Jonathan's over on the camera. He has about a 7-inch monitor. See what's going on the replay up there.
Yeah, I'm the one to talk with the smallest monitor of anybody.
But with that said, we're the only ones with monitors in the gym.
Yes.
So.
I could just imagine the schools that end up getting video boards playing some replays. The outrage that would ensue after a foul call like that.
I think it was Mount Gilead one year. They wanted us to put the feed up on their scoreboard.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. That's how you shut down a gym.
Yeah. Trying the triple, Reynolds unlucky that time. And it'll stay here according to the baseline referee who got the appeal.
Yeah, maybe Gavin got a swipe there on the ball. Awfully close.
Trailing by 13, Buckeye Valley looking to get anything started, but the defense is there as they knock it out of bounds again. But a timeout will be called by Fredericktown. Just 2:35 remain, likely discussing in-game plans and how they close this one out.
Yeah, just a 30. Nobody's going to sit down here. Just quick little chat. Coach Dibbling, excited about where his team's at now, up by 13. I mean, it was not looking like this was going to be the result we had there for a while. It was a great job by Buckeye Valley, shooting the three ball well, staying close. They actually had the lead at the end of the first quarter. Just Fredericktown in that third took command. Their offense took over. Of course, they let up a couple of buckets and kept it a little bit closer than maybe they should have. But a great job there by the Freddies in the third just to really re-find that offense and likely, barring any crazy comeback, find themselves 18-0.
So Buckeye Valley trying to battle back, facing a 13-point deficit with 2.5 minutes.
Well, that's how you come back. Easy looks like that.
Huss gets on the board for the second time tonight. He has 4. Throwing it away, making the extra pass. Now Stevenson attacking Reynolds all the way inside, getting fouled, and will go to the free throw line for one more. Cutting the lead to just single digits, and now a chance to cut it to just 8 with this free throw.
Well, I'll tell you what, they had 3 options in there to find somebody to make that layup. They took a little bit too long making that decision, but it helped because Toombs was late coming back to close out. He ended up fouling and giving him an extra point. It was basically a 3-on-0 to the basket.
So Fredericktown with the ball, looking to stifle the rush, and we'll have a foul called. No! They're going to say out of bounds.
Well, everything that needed to go right for Buckeye Valley these last few seconds has gone right. That's 2 back-to-back turnovers after a Buckeye Valley bucket that could have a chance to turn into what would now be 7 or 8-0 run. Ooh, wide open.
Trying the 3, Iden can't get it to fall. Now 2-on-1, trying to get back on defense. They'll skip it to the corner. Toombs pump fakes, and they'll slow it down wisely. 4 team fouls for either side. Toombs almost loses it. Cutting to the basket, can't force it up. And last touch will be off of Toombs as he has the words with the official. He thought he got hit in the face.
Yeah, reminder, he's got a technical foul. He had it in the first quarter, so one more and he's out of here. Got to be careful what you say here towards the later stages of the game. They cannot afford to lose you at this stage of the game.
Buckeye Valley trying to breathe life into this season. Able to get it back. Hafner, unlucky bounce. And there will be a foul called in the backcourt. And a technical foul called. Not sure who that's going to go against.
I think they're going to get this on E-Step. He had some words there after the facts. Very similar to what we saw out of Gavin Toombs in the first half.
And having a discussion about what's officially going to happen. We'll go to the replay once we get a call here. A big decision as there's 1:14 remaining. Here comes the call. So it will be a technical against E-Step. We'll take another look.
But they also did call the foul on Buckeye Valley.
Yes.
So Fredericktown will get the basketball back here, but of course the 2 free throws are going to help the Barons.
And the foul for Buckeye Valley is assigned to Stevenson.
And the foul also sends Fredericktown into the bonus, so they're going to get free throws too out of this. So I think they're going to start with Fredericktown's free throws, then we'll move to the other side and take Buckeye Valley's.
So E-Step will be the one shooting the free throws.
And then a reminder, at the end of all of this, Fredericktown will get the ball back.
And drops the first one. Looking for his 7th point with this free throw. And gets that one. Now Buckeye Valley a chance to get the points back. It looks like it's going to be Sam Reynolds shooting the free throws. Reynolds has 21 on the night.
Need both of these after what E-Step just did on the other side.
Looking to go 100% on the trip from the technical, and that's what he does.
So the penalty's offset.
Yeah. So it'll be Buckeye Valley taking it in out of bounds. 1:14 remain.
Yes, that's my mistake in the rule book, though. They did get the foul, and Fredericktown, their way of possession was those 2 free throws, and then the Tech overpowers those free throws, so that's why Buckeye Valley has the ball right now.
Gotcha. Reynolds tries the 3. He'd been hot all night long, but that one doesn't fall. Sipes all the way inside. They'll slow it down. And Huss trying to draw the foul, and finally he does.
If Fredericktown hadn't been in the bonus there, they would have gotten the ball back, but they got those 2 free throws, so that reset it. But now
Gotcha.
Fredericktown back to the line.
So 53 seconds, and it'll be Reinhardt shooting the 2. There's number 1. Chance to set the lead at 10 once again. There we are. Picking him up at 3/4. It'll be Stevenson taking the ball up the floor. And Hafner gets an easy trip to the basket, and a timeout called by Buckeye Valley. The lead now back down to 8, but with 44.7, opportunities are starting to tick away.
Well, we said it. It's going to be a foul situation here for Buckeye Valley, likely the rest of the way, so they're not going to give up easy. So Fredericktown going to have to be ready. The pressure's going to come pretty good here out of this inbound.
So not much time at all, and I didn't think we were going to have drama here tonight, but here we are. A little bit of theatrics, but also close, competitive, tough, well-played basketball game.
And this is a great game for both teams. I mean, Buckeye Valley comes in, they play a 17-0 squad, and to play this competitive with them, I mean, you get a great glimpse into what your postseason is going to look like. And of course, Fredericktown just a division lower than you. But still, this is a great confidence boost to know, hey, we competed with these guys. We know they're going to go far in the postseason. What's stopping us from doing the same thing? And then on the Fredericktown side, your schedule has been holding you back, you could say. They're right now the 5 seed in a really tough Central District, so they need some high-profile wins, and you're going to get it here out of an opponent that's a division higher than you in this fashion, getting a win here on the road.
And drawing the whistle, we'll have free throws 42.4. It'll be Reinhardt shooting the 2. He has 13 on the night so far.
A great game from Carson Reinhardt. He's got 14 points now. He's got a few blocks too, Bryce. I mean, that was not on my bingo card tonight for him to have multiple blocks today.
Such a great scorer, and just the focal point, I think, for a lot of defenses coming into games against Fredericktown is how do they stop Sipes, but when they're able to bring that much relief,
I think that could be a flagrant if the officials deem it. Because Zane was out on the break. There was a man back, though, so they could decide not to.
Only about 30 seconds remain. This one getting just a bit out of reach for Buckeye Valley. Anything can happen, though. Now facing a 12-point deficit.
It's got to be a quick shot.
Have to get something quickly. Hafner gets a quick one, and a timeout called by Buckeye Valley.
That'll be their last one.
So with that, we will take a quick break, be back with you for final minute of the fourth quarter.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
So the whistle called with just 19.8 remaining as we take another look. Going to the other end of the floor. Of course, after the game, be sure to stay with us for the MVP interview and the post-game show. Gets the first.
It's going to be a well-balanced effort today. If Carson makes this, he'll tie for the team lead at 17 with Gavin Toombs.
But can't get the second one to drop. Down in the corner, Stevenson dishes it out. Carey doesn't put the ball on the ground, but misses the layup. 5 on the clock, and they will just close this one out. Fredericktown picking up the victory, 67-56, but not without a little bit of adversity, improving to 18-0 on the season. Stay with us for the post-game show and the MVP interview coming up next.
I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
What are we doing? Blue 41, hut. Jory, I said you have to use your back. You back up into him, then you open up the lane. It's a new technique that we're using.
Yes, coach. Do it again. Ain't no way I'm doing that again.
Brody, get in here and show them how it's done.
Yes, coach.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
We're all here to help each other, work together, and just at the end of the day, all become nurses one day.
If you picture yourself in a serious situation, it's like everyone knows what they're there to do, everyone's there to help each other. It's just teamwork.
As we continue to go on through the program, I think I'm learning more through help with the instructors and the program itself.
I feel that they have definitely prepared me on the education side, and I did get to experience some ICU time and ER time, so I do think that that was great as well for my education.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Fredericktown picking up the victory by 11 points, 67-56 over Buckeye Valley, and we had a really good one, a little bit of drama in it, and Buckeye Valley even leading after the first quarter, but after all is said and done, Fredericktown coming out on top with their 18th consecutive victory and maintaining that undefeated record.
Yeah, great job here by Fredericktown weathering the storm. They had a rough first quarter where they saw Buckeye Valley take a 3-point lead, but since that point, they did a great job turning things around. It's almost synonymous to what we saw on Monday in the game between Buckeye Valley's girls and Columbus Academy. It's almost night and day from seeing these two contests. Great game the other day, great game here tonight. Shout out to the depth of this starting five. 4 of the 5 players for Fredericktown that started out the game scored in double figures, so that's going to bode them well here in postseason play.
Taking a look at our final stats, and after 4 quarters, Fredericktown with 20 field goals, 3 3-pointers, 36 rebounds, 7 turnovers, 14 fouls, 14 free throws, and for Buckeye Valley, 13-2, 6 threes, 28 rebounds, 9 turnovers, 17 fouls, and 12 free throws on the night. So both teams competing well and getting to the free throw line, but when all is said is done, it was the shots inside of 10 feet that I think really made a difference.
Yeah, great job offensive rebounding for Fredericktown, and I'm saying this all with Gavin right in front of me, so he's hearing everything I have to say about this game. But great job for you guys getting inside, finishing off well, weathering some of the physical moments, of course, but Gavin, he's shaking his head about that first quarter, but we'll talk about that here in a moment. But just Buckeye Valley gave them a nice test. It's going to be good for them to have that in the postseason, and we're excited to see what Fredericktown does here, now 18-0.
Taking a look at who's up next for both sides. Fredericktown taking on East Knox on the 13th, and Buckeye Valley taking on Worthington Christian also on the 13th. Speaking of Gavin, let's take a quick break and get him on the mic for the MVP interview coming up next.
We're all here to help each other, work together, and just at the end of the day, all become nurses one day.
If you picture yourself in a serious situation, it's like everyone knows what they're there to do, everyone's there to help each other. It's just teamwork.
As we continue to go on through the program, I think I'm learning more through help with the instructors and the program itself.
I feel that they have definitely prepared me on the education side, and I did get to experience some ICU time and ER time, so I do think that that was great as well for my education.
Bryce with the OH.REPORT, bringing you the Ostrander RØST MVP player of the game, and we have Gavin Toombs here with the Fredericktown Freddies with 17 points and a slew of rebounds and a huge victory over Buckeye Valley. Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And so their record can be a little bit deceiving. They're a tough team and a couple of divisions above you as well. Coming into this game, you know you can't underestimate them. What's like the message or the mentality coming into this one?
We always got to, I mean, I've been saying it all year on here, but like we're going to get everyone's best shot. Especially now that we're 18-0, we know that everyone wants to knock us off and everyone wants to get a win against us. And we know Buckeye Valley they play hard and they're physical, and we knew it was going to be a challenge, but we just said we had to stick together and come through the adversity and win.
Especially early on in the game, a little bit of frustration, a little bit testy, but you all handled it really well beyond that point. A lot of poise. What was the message like from coach, or how were you able to calm down in that situation where it was really kind of emotionally charged, but you needed to perform?
Well, he always tells us just there's a bigger picture to everything, and you just got to stay mentally locked into the game because, I mean, you get 2 technicals, you're suspended for 2 games, and we can't have that coming up for playoffs or whatever. So he just tells us to stay mentally locked in and stay together and stick together, and we'll just come out victorious.
And you mentioned it a little bit, but a physical team, and you as a player, you're trying to take the ball inside. And what I was really impressed with is you all didn't settle for the 3 ball. You continue to attack. Is that something you work on in practice, or just a mentality that you all have?
It's a kind of a mentality we've been trying to bring to the team. I mean, Coach Sibling wants us to run the floor and get all the layups we can because we're athletic enough and quick enough to do it. So, I mean, he just told us, get out, get running, get your layups, and then the 3s will come along with it.
Anyone you want to shout out tonight?
I'll shout out my teammates, my coaches, the Fredericktown fans for coming to Buckeye Valley tonight, my family, and God.
Gavin Toombs, 18-0 on the season.
Thank
Congratulations.
You. Thank
Go
you guys.
celebrate.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.